Good morning, students. Now we will start the new chapter, chapter number 12, that is depreciation. Then, what is depreciation, first of all? Why it is charged? What is the benefit of charging of it? On which it is charged? So, today we will become familiar with this word depreciation. As you know, every business needs some fixed assets to operate its business smoothly. So many types of assets are used in the business. Basically, the furnitures, machineries, vehicles, big plants, motor vans, etc. That is vehicles. So many types of assets are there, which gives the long-term benefit, long-term utility of it, that is used in the business throughout its useful life. And that useful life is estimated on the basis of the nature of that asset. And when it is acquired by the business, there's some amount, some cost being incurred on the acquisition of that particular asset. And as that asset contributes in the profit of the business or in the benefit, because it make easy to operate the business, it provides so many facilities to make smooth business, to carry smooth business. So certain fixed assets are required to operate a business. These assets have a definite life period, that is span of life, and that is used throughout its utility or useful life. Obviously, with the passage of time, the life of the assets also reduces. That reduction in the life of the permanent or fixed assets causes the reduction in the value of the fixed assets, and that gradual decrease in the value with the passage of time, due to the loss of life, the value is also losing. That loss of value, that decrease in the value of the fixed assets is called depreciation. So depreciation have been defined by so many authors. But on the other hand, we can say the depreciation is an accounting process of allocating the cost of the fixed assets throughout the span of life of that fixed assets. Mean till its usefulness or utility of that assets, the total cost when it was acquired was occurred. That cost is allocated in the several years or through the life of that asset. That allocation of cost can be termed as a depreciation, and it is charged every year. It is non-cash expenses. Every year it is charged. The purpose of charging is, I will explain it, but purpose of charging is only to get the true value of that asset after this consuming the useful life of that asset, which helps to ascertain the profit. It's non-cash expenses, remember in your mind. It's a loss. Then first of all, you must understand what type of assets are there. The assets can be classified, fixed assets. Fixed assets can be classified into three categories. The first is the natural fixed assets. Natural fixed assets. man made or constructed fixed assets and intellectual property. Natural fixed assets can be classified into two categories. One is called natural assets which never decreases, which the value will never exhausted. That is land. And the several other natural assets are there which are called wasting assets, such as wasting assets. This is also natural assets because it is available on the earth naturally, but in the limited area. And these are mines. Several mines are there: iron mines, ore mines, coal mines, oil coups, granites. The rock hills are there. Granite is the rock hill, not the mines. Marbles, rock hills. These are the naturally available on the earth. Likewise, forest, natural forest. These are the naturally available on the earth. As much as we exploit, that exhausted. And that value and the life of that wasting assets is also reduced. Second is called man-made or man-constructed. Whatever the manufactured or constructed by the man skill and use of several other materials, such as building, machinery, plant, furniture, vehicles, as well as it also includes long-term investment. It is not man-made, but it is an investment of amount, long-term investments. Intellectual property, which is created or made by the man by his intellect or her intellect. When after some experiments, one have developed any formula, any theme, any theories, or invented some machineries, some formulae, creation of making of softwares, pictures, stories, that is covered under the intellectual property. And these are patent right, copyright, likewise some of the assets which are earned by the business by its continuous dealing with the customer, and that is earned is called goodwill, which increases the volume of the profit, which helps in making the profit. That is goodwill, trademark, or brand, etc. These three types of assets are subject to all these except land. It is exceptional one. All these assets are having their estimated life. An estimated life is there. A span of life has been given. I mean, after the expiry of that life, that assets have no worth at all. It will lost its utility and usefulness. Or sometimes prior to the life estimated or expected, it may also lose its values or its life or its utility or usefulness because of efflux of time. Or new software developed, new technology came introduced into the market. The old technology, even though that is having the some more life, but now it is outdated, it is become the out of market and it's lost its values. So many types of assets are there. Every assets having their estimated life. But as far as the natural assets is concerned, there is no question to reduce the value of that land or life, because a land is naturally available. A piece of land never loses its utility, never uses its usefulness, and never loses its lifespan, because no one can estimate the life of the land. So it is beyond the depreciation, beyond decrease in the value, and the value of land may increase or decrease due to the situation and time, location. So that is not on the basis of its nature. So no question to charge depreciation in the business on it. No question, no depreciation, no loss in life. So no question to charge depreciation. Now the wasting assets are there. Due to continuous and gradual or constant exploitation of these assets, it reduces its life. The reduction in the life also causes to lose the value of the assets, and that gradual decrease in the value of the assets is not called as depreciation, but it is called depletion. What is called depletion? It depletes gradually, because no one knows how much quantity of the coal or oil is available deep in the earth or in the womb of the earth, but continuously one is exploiting it. We are exploiting it. That means it is reducing, the quantity is reducing, because that is naturally available in the limited quantity, but no one knows how much quantity is there. No one knows. So it is on the basis of the imagination, on the basis of the expectations, that inflation is there, gradual value, on the basis of the lease have been given. This man-made, yes, its life is estimated. So we charge the depreciation on it. The charges mean decrease in the value of the fixed assets due to the continuous and constant use, and the life is reducing, the value is also reducing, so that decrease in the value is called depreciation. The intellectual property, patent, copyright, goodwill, trademark, they are covered under the Intellectual Property Act. And life is expected or estimated. Life is expected and estimated of these types of assets on the basis of the act given. And the copyright, the life of the copyright is 60 years. I mean, if you once write a book that continue the life 60 years, it is said. I mean, after 60 years, there's so many theories, so many stories being changed, will be changed. Still, some big novelists are there, such as Munshi Premchand and so many other people are there, eminent people. Still, their novels are in demand, Shakespeare's in demand. That is renewed for next 60 years. For next 60 years, that is renewed. So that is not losing its utility and usefulness. Patent right, yes, if any invention have been made, the new technology come into market. The patent right is estimated 14 years. as per gap, Indian gap, I am telling you. Goodwill, 5 years. Likewise, trademark. So, the life of these assets also reduces, and this causes the loss or reduction in the value of these type of assets, and that decrease in the value is said or called amortization. What is called amortization? These are the words. All these means depreciation, amortization mean decrease in the value of the asset. Depletion, but depletion word is used for the reduction in the value of the wasting assets. Depreciation is used for the reduction in the value of the fixed assets, man-made and intellectual property, that is called amortization. I think you understood it. Now, so many definitions have been given. I am not reading or repeating that, but one definition I must read it. That is, according to J.R. Bartleby, it is a matter of common knowledge that all fixed assets such as plant, machinery, building, furniture, etc. gradually diminishes in value as they get older and become worn out by constant use in the business. Worn means that reduced, वो खत्म होती है, and it is called wear and tear charges also. Mean if we continuously use it, that asset loses its productivity, its capacity, its utility, its capability, that is called wear and tear. And the cost incurred on that was allocated. That allocation of cost is called charge, wear tear charges, that is called depreciation. For example, if you purchased fixed assets or machinery for 1 lakh rupees and life is estimated 10 years, so up to 10 years you will get or use or get the utility of that, or you will consume the usefulness of that particular asset. So total 1 lakh rupees will be allocated in these 10 years. 1 lakh divided by 10, then you will find that 10,000 rupees every year you are utilizing it. That is allocation. Every year 10,000. So this 10,000 first year if utilized, it is called depreciation. Now for the next year, the balance of assets remain 90,000 only. Utility of that assets remains only 90,000. The 1 lakh now become 90,000, 10,000 reduced, and 1 year life being reduced, so that amount is allocated is called depreciation. So there are several methods we will use to calculate that depreciation. Now, what are the causes of depreciation? What causes are there which reduces the value of the fixed assets? These causes are, first of all, you understand basic features of it. What is the characteristic? Depreciation is the reduction in the book value of the fixed assets. Book value means the value at which it is appearing in the balance sheet is called book value. And if it is continuously as constantly used, so the book value reduced. The reduction in the book value of the fixed assets is the nature of depreciation. It is called depreciation. But one thing remember, no depreciation chargeable on this fixed asset, that's land. No depreciation charge. As well, it reduces book value of the assets. It reduces the book value of the assets, but not the market value. Suppose any assets which is in continuous use, the book value is reducing due to the passage of time. It is not necessary. In the market, the value of that assets being reduced. It may be in demand. such as some antique goods are there, some assets are there which are very antique, but that have lost its life. For the business or commercial purposes, the value of that asset being reduced or depreciated now. But in the market, if you wanted to sell in the market, the demand of these antique assets may be more, such as old machines, sewing machines, old typewriters, which are antique now. So many people are antique lovers. They may pay very high prices for it, good prices for it. So market value may be different, but the book value is reduced. Understood? It is permanent depreciation or decline in the value of the asset. Permanent throughout the life of the asset. That is called permanent. When the book value of an asset is reduced, it is not possible to restore its original cost. Obviously, when the life has been consumed, can anyone restore the life of that asset? Not at all. And the life of that assets which already have been used or consumed cannot be restored. The once the book value being reduced cannot be restored at its original cost. Mean once the book value reduced, it declined. So it continuously declines. It is charged on a continuous basis. Every year it is charged. Whatever the methodology being used for the calculation of it, but every year it is charged. And once depreciation is charged, it must be charged on the regular basis on the every year of succeeding periods or years. It is charged. It is an expenses. It is non-cash expenses. Cash is not your paying. Once you have paid the cost of the assets acquired, so the cost is allocated. The cost is allocated. That allocation of cost is called the depreciation charge. And it is charged against the profit because it affects on the profit of the business. Against the profit in that particular accounting period. It is always calculated on the systematic manner. Systematic methodology is used and the rational manner. It does not mean there was assets are there, you wanted to reduce the value of that one. 1 year you have charged the depreciation 50%. No, not at all. But one thing I must tell you, there are so many businesses are there, some are service rendering businesses. That is marriage houses where the utensils are used. These utensils are, as per Income Tax Act, 100% depreciation chargeable. 100%. It is treated as an expenses. Presuming that all utensils are used, it will be consumed or it will lost its life. So many characters are there of it. What are the causes of it? It is depreciation is called with the constant use of the asset. If you are continuously using it, it is losing its utility, it is losing its usefulness. And if the utility is reduced, usefulness is reduced, life has been reduced, the depreciation will be reduced every year, constant use. Or the time has been expired. Suppose the time an asset is having its life, have expired, assets having some life, but now the life is expired. Even though some utilities remained, you can utilize this. हमारे घर पर आता है. You just use this. I am taking one example, very small example. We use the toothbrush. After losing its utility, that toothbrush we utilize in some other way. People use it because we are Indian and we use the optimum level at its optimum level every product. जोड़ तोड़ के हम यूज कर लेते हैं, कुछ भी करके जोड़ लेते हैं. I have lost its life. The life has expired in the commercial places or the business, that is lost, so that causes the depreciation. Accident. If any assets is being damaged in some severe accidents, and now that have lost its utility, there is no more chance to bring back or the restore its utility, so it will lose its value. That loss of the value is also cause of depreciation. Obsolescence mean if new technology introduced in the market and the old technology have been lost, even though life is there, but that is outdated, that is now out of market, that is called obsolescence. Depletion, I have already explained depletion. Permanent fall in the market price. Some investments are there and their share market is declining continuously declining. Investment, whatever we have invested, the market value is regularly falling, permanently falling. That reduction in the value of the investment is also called cause of depreciation. And some economic condition or environment have been changed, which losses its utility, the value of the assets, and the fall in the price of the assets, fall in the value of the assets, that is cause of depreciation. Now it is enough for today. In the next class, we will study the importance, needs, and objectives of these, the depreciation and factor of affecting the depreciation. Have a good day. Thank you.